Okay.
Let's resume.
Alrighty then, let's continue. Gentlemen, you have gathered information you want to plan. This is in character. Don't fuck up. If they have planted a bug, you're fucked.
Yes,
Yeah.
we're aware.
And there isn't anything we can do about that anyways, though, if they did. Unless we want to
can
search
plan
the room
around
3
it.
times over.
That's about it. So, all right. So how's everyone's excursion into society been going?
It's been going pretty well.
Yeah.
So many cats. So many cats.
Yeah.
Why?
A lot of patients.
Well, so far it's been going pretty well on the bouncer scene. I think I impressed them pretty. Is there the only by the way, did you know there's something similar to some kind of fight club? Cool.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Huh.
Over in
Like,
this part of the city.
No.
Huh.
Good to
This part
know.
of the city that I don't know where to point to personally, but
It
apparently
was
my
more
character
along the
knows where, so-
lines of, if you ever want to join us guys for a bit more fun after work, you can come with kind of invitation.
Oh, sweet. All right.
That's good to know.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Other than that, about what you would expect.
Yeah.
What about you guys? Find anything?
I guess I'll go first. Then. So I found a couple of odd occurrences, shall we say, and I'm assuming that I wasn't able to bring the newspapers with me, unless I was.
Do you have any access to resources you could have paid to have them copied?
Yeah, I do have. I have resources 1. Would that have been enough?
Easily. Yes, you have
All right.
copied a bunch of things.
Yep. All right. So I probably would have copied them and circled some of the things out. So I'll sort of lay them down on. I assume we're meeting around a table because that's just how
Sure.
things work here.
Or
Or meeting with couches, and I sort of lay down what I've I found, and I'm like there might be something here, but not exactly sure what. But it is at least
What
it's
exactly
good
did
news.
you find?
Weird animal attack stuff, hobos out in the parks, things like that. Weird enough for the newspaper to have made it like a minor thing, like, oh yeah, by the way, that strange dude is bothering people. Still no news on the quote-unquote bear attack, police silent,
Mhm.
So, the things that I would think personally most likely, should I roll my wits hunter training or anything like that?
Roll intelligence hunter training.
Sure,
And
either way.
make it a 6, because you do have plenty of training there.
I am under tactics too. I'm not great at it, but I'm still gonna do it.
Do I have a willpower point again? I think it's been a few days.
That's a good question.
Or I'll let you have, say, 2 points back. You're in stressful situations, so
Don't worry, I only used one, so
yeah,
I'll use another one right
like
here.
2
Yeah.
across the board, because some used more than that, I think. Or
3. Yep.
Yeah,
I mean, that
have
was the
2 under
general
tactics.
guess, so,
What's
yeah.
my difficulty?
with 2, we can call it a 7.
Okay, I'll use a willpower point as well.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
3 and 2. All right.
Okay. Yeah. You look through it. There are some rather grisly pictures, and some of it probably wasn't vampires unless there's someone really elder here. But that being said, some of those would definitely be the work of supernatural in terms of animal attacks. So there
I
might be
knew it!
something
I knew it
like-
as well.
So there might have been a werewolf here at some point in the past, but those that you can definitely identify as werewolf things are out of town and they are like 5 years old.
Yeah.
So
So
it's
is
recent
that-
history, but it's not that recent history. But you would know, both of you with 2 and 3 successes, that there is a Camarilla clan that generally does tend to stay out of the cities or on their edges or in parks and generally doesn't care much about joining the upper crust of society.
So we have a gangrel, looks like.
Might be.
Figure.
But,
Mm-hmm.
is there anything to that from the pictures that I can actually see from a medical perspective to see if it's like from weapons or something? That's him out of place.
Not really. The pictures are generally filed as animal attacks. You can roll perception science because you have like biology, I
Yeah.
think, for your science.
Mhm.
To see how consistent those are with normal animals, but they, with your medical training, they are definitely some kind of teeth and claw.
At what difficulty?
Give it to me at a 6.
Can I use the second willpower we gain because I only used one?
No, your starting count from the top again. The ones you gained, you can't use them for this so as not to waste them.
Okay, fair enough. At
At 6.
it's
Intelligence, biology.
intelligence, biology, okay, perception. It's the same dice. It says it's rolling. Can you see it? Because
It means that you're kind of losing connection to roll 20.
uh,
There we
there you
go.
go.
And you spent willpower
Right.
on it.
Yep.
Generally speaking, given the size of it and the angle, it looks almost like the marks you would get if a wolf bit something, but much oversized in those older pictures.
Huh.
And generally speaking, wolves do not bite downwards on a person onto their shoulder. They're generally not tall enough to do that, much less with a massively oversized bite.
Okay.
Apparently you rolled twice.
The first one
Um,
counts,
the-
the second's a glitch.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah,
Mhm.
I just
Anyway.
assumed the first one
Yeah.
is the
So,
Mhm.
you know that there was a werewolf here at some point within the last
Yeah, well, at
5,
least
6
one
years.
Can
so
I roll
it's the werewolf.
occult for that? Like,
Due to the
I'm
hunter
like-
tactics thing that Epic managed to get 3 success on, you know that it might have been a shapeshifter werewolf thing.
Yeah,
All
we're
right.
good on that.
Not your mission, but interesting.
Yeah,
Yep.
good to know, actually.
Yep.
That means it is kind of a good place to actually run to if we need to. Possibly.
There haven't been more attacks, like I said, in recent history. So,
Yeah, that's why I
chances,
said possible.
yeah, so given, well, that
I
was
like
mostly
it.
focused on vampires, so you know how territorial werewolves are or if they're likely to stay
Mhm.
there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's entirely possible that a pack of werewolves came through here, and then they got into conflict with the vampires' ghouls, and that's what some of these attacks were.
Don't know. Well, this
We-
just
Yeah.
means that we've more or less verified that there is definitely some supernatural stuff. Anyone else?
Yeah. I'm going to reveal about the patients. There was a patient that
There were
came in,
like 2 that,
yeah, a couple of them that started to recover. Then they backslid the bit, then recovered again. It might have been from a infection or blood, so I cannot be certain. But whoever was with them had a good grasp on the medical.
So what you're telling us is that you found a couple of really good doctors?
Steele, welcome to interpersonal communication.
Yes.
Do you want to roll? Yeah. Do you want to roll like do you want to roll like what's expression or something to actually get your point across properly?
Still, you are trying to have Epic do the work of actually relaying the information for you by getting him to use his out of character knowledge. Just tell him what you suspect. If there's a spy there, you're already.
Yeah.
You've said too much.
Yeah. So there might be someone there messing with some patients. I cannot be exactly sure, but it's interesting.
Well, what have you found?
Well,
How are they messing with the patients?
well, as they recover, they seem to backpedal a bit, then recover again, which is weird. And
So somebody's you think somebody might be being very careful and are just slowly recovering patients' blood.
Yeah. As far as I could see from the records.
So you saw the records. What kind of backpedaling exactly happened? Do you know it was something to do with lesser, their immune system somehow just failing a bit worse or anything like that?
Kind of
Maybe I
like
shouldn't say that.
essentially taking a few days longer than expected to fight off the lingering traces of infection, or for them to recover their strength and sense of well-being. Little things that are hard to measure, but could indicate something, you know?
Yeah.
Is it just me not remembering correctly how Chris worked?
It's all good. That's how he did describe it. I was actually just trying to get more info from what you should know. So
yeah, like to get stuff. That's why I'm writing down a lot of stuff.
yeah. So you have you seen any real indications of anyone watching these patients or anything? Was it these particularly skilled doctors you were apparently looking at?
Yes. Apparently, yes. Correct me if I am wrong, Chris. The record says it was.
No, you did not get a specific doctor.
No, just the one who was watching them. I remember you.
Again, it was not the same doctor on those sheets, and generally speaking, if someone wanted to check on them, especially if some of the hotel staff are, or sorry, not hotel, hospital staff are on their side, you're not going to be able to trace them by name on the records.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying the ones that were watching him. I'm not saying any names. Since I don't know. Just remembering.
So you think that they are watching the recovering patients for any opportunities to possibly try and get anybody? Is that what your suspicion is?
Yeah. It looks like it. I cannot be exactly sure.
All right. Just look into it more, I suppose, and we'll see what comes up.
Yeah.
And thus his death sentence was signed.
Yes, because he hasn't mentioned anything about, oh, they noticed me doing this and anything like that.
He wouldn't know that they noticed him, but you know, it's a risky thing to do if someone's watching carefully.
Yeah, like since I did that and I found some evidence, I'm going to lay low. I want to overdo it.
Why?
When I say low, I mean like, do my regular thing and check on them as I would, but not try.
You're not going to be going over with a fine tooth comb, right?
No. I'm just going to do as I was doing. Since it's the norm.
Why? In character. Why are you backpedaling?
That
Backpedal?
is a good question.
Why are we being extra careful now?
Have
Because
you
I have a
lost your
suspicion.
nerve? Don't you believe in the mission anymore?
Like, no,
I
legit.
found-
That is very weird. Yeah,
Yeah.
I found this bit of a lead. I'm just gonna lay low for a while. What?
Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't fit.
I mean, clearly he's terrified. He's never been out on his own without proper oversight. I mean, it's fine still. You can just start carrying your gun with you to the hospital. You
No.
have the papers
No.
for it.
Well, no.
Actually, you really should be carrying your gun with you. Just
I mean-
always do it.
Yes, but not on my side when I'm treating patients.
No, but you can keep it in your
Of course
locker.
not. Put it in your car.
Yeah. Yeah. You know. Going to have it like
Literally put it in your car and have the permit right next to it.
Yeah, I'm just going to do
Mhm.
that.
Here's some common sense for you. In America,
Epic.
you generally don't bring the gun everywhere. Hey, wait. Oh shit, he doesn't have common sense.
He
Does
does
I
have
do
common
have-
No, he
sense, but
does.
you need to ask before giving him common sense.
Mm-hmm.
Son of a bitch.
That being said,
All right.
that one made sense. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
can I explain this to him real quick on why this is pretty important? Why he should be carrying his gun with him?
Okay, go ahead.
So, Kraft, just so you know, it tends to be really suspicious if somebody goes and searches your car, doesn't find a gun, and then if they search it again a few months later, they find this gun.
It's
So,
fine. They
you should
might not have
generally-
searched the car yet.
That is
Like,
true. But you
I'm
should
going-
always have that gun with you so it is not
Yeah.
unexpected for any parties.
Okay, I'm going to keep it in my car with my permit.
That is correct. Do that.
Okay.
Because otherwise, you'll actually get them more suspicious when you suddenly show up with a gun to work one day.
Plus one suspicion.
Yeah.
Now
I'm-
they will go, oh, he has a little hidden permit right here. Oh, better be careful about that. But that's not suspicious.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
All right, no problem.
I wouldn't backpedal. I would probably just go through it, knowing it doesn't make
Yeah,
sense to me.
I will just tell you. So just be careful in there. Try and not do anything particularly suspicious. If they are that close to you, they'll probably be trying to keep an eye open. Actually, I need a quick roll right here.
For what?
How much do I know about Malkavians?
In what terms?
In terms of the places they like to hang out and possible powers they have.
I think that's an intelligence occult.
Do you have 2 occult?
I have 4 occult.
Okay, for Malkavian specifically, since some of this is weirder stuff, those of you with 2, roll at 8. Those of you with 4, you can roll at 6 because you essentially have a reason to know.
Okay, next willpower point. Ding.
Dink to dink.
Uh,
And it goes rolling down the
Willpower.
gutter.
Look, this is important.
If there's a milk there, you're in a sad state of affairs.
It's the most
Well-
likely thing to be. So we both got 3. Oh no, he spent a willpower too. So we got 3 and 4. Oh, whoops, no. We
Yes,
don't. I have rolled
Epic at
6.
8.
4, 8. Whoops.
Reroll.
Hold on.
Ah, spent a
At least
willpower
you
point.
spent a willpower.
Yeah.
Well, both of you would know that they do have heightened senses and ability to hide, and they generally. The demon that lives in them somehow twists their soul so that they're not entirely sane necessarily. Friends here, they are some of the most terrifying assholes to fight. You heard one situation where there was a city where there were like 30 of them. It was like fighting a hive mind. The group killed one, and all the rest just started showing up from intersections, running after the car, shooting at it.
Oh no.
Does he know that they like hospitals? Please let him know that.
Malkavians can like virtually any place that tickles their particular derangements and fancies. They do not. They can be anywhere, especially if they think it's funny. They're assholes that way.
But you
They don't,
know
like,
they have a
venture
weird
to the
connection with the
congregate
asylums
or
and hospitals. You know this. Let him know, please.
Would I know about the silent part at least?
You know
Since they
that they're crazy as fuck, and it's hard to tell whether they turn people that are crazy or whether the embrace makes them crazy. But you do know that virtually every report of them mentions, at least the in-depth studies of individuals, mentions them being irrevocably, well, crazy. So if there is one, and if he was looking for recruits, he might be looking at the psych ward, yes. Other than that,
Thank you.
but that's about as strong a connection as you can draw.
be careful of the the psychiatrist
Wait,
ward or
I
whatever.
had
it's
a
called.
roll and I didn't roll.
That's your fault.
I just realized.
Too late, Steel. It's done.
It's
worry
it's
about
fine. I'm
The psychiatry patient turns around, head turning 180 degrees, looks you in the face, the body twists around, he rips open the straitjacket with his both hands and leaps at the door.
Like legit, Malkavians are actually the most terrifying clan for a hunter. They are.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
Because they're the most unpredictable. Everyone else falls into some sort of
As
easily
you're
predicted
busy-
rut, but the whole derangement thing.
As you're busy carding, a young girl, a voice whispers in your ear from behind. No. You turn around,
Oh.
there's no one there.
You know,
No.
Malkavians have some of the greatest combo disciplines. One of these is literally letting them just appear as a different person every time they look at you.
I know.
Oh my god. You blink. There, now suddenly
I
a little
will
girl.
tell this. I might or might not have rolled the same clan more than once when rolling randomly.
We have multiple Malkavians. We might just be fucked in the first place.
hey.
And then the boss is a Sedite and a Malkavian. Jesus fucking Christ.
Hello,
I mean, you're
Mr.
assuming we're going to
Hunter.
survive to get to the boss.
Guess where I'm gonna insert this here salmon. You like salmon, don't you?
Fuck. So, please warn our dear friend who is a doctor of the Malkavians, and partly why I really didn't want us to have a doctor.
Do you want to go through all the things you know about Malkavians for any listening devices in the room?
Do it! Come on!
Yes. Fuck your listening devices.
But yeah, fuck Schrodinger's imaginary listening devices.
They might not be imaginary, but doesn't matter at this
Yeah.
point.
It's-
They're
Yeah.
Schrodinger's listening
Right.
devices, regardless of whether or not they actually exist, because we can't observe them. Therefore, they both exist and don't exist.
Okay, you're doing it, Kraft? Because then I need
Yes.
to pick up a certain thing on a certain sheet.
Yeah,
He's lying.
sure. I'll do it. I'll tell him.
There
Okay.
might be a utterly batshit insane vampire with supernatural senses and ability to evade normal sight watching you every time you draw a night shift steal.
Yeah.
Let's be cautious.
So be cautious.
This is where you become super cautious.
Yeah.
And then I go,
you know what,
wow,
I'm
I
just
didn't
gonna,
know
can I
about
roll
that.
Can I roll clear-sightedness again, just out of paranoia after that?
It's
Because,
still the
yeah.
same scene, sorry.
Damn. Oh well.
Also, they're not the only ones who could go invisible, but I mean,
Yeah.
No, but they're the
Yeah,
only
again.
ones that have both invisibility and heightened senses at once.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
without them making the effort to learn the other
So
one.
keep being the regular me, but be cautious and not go like a fine.
Leopold Killer Malk build. Level 1
Could be so
Dementation,
easy.
well, level 1 Dominate, level 2 Auspex, and level 2 Obfuscate. Pump the rest into physical.
it hurts.
As I said, Malks are amazing. And there's partly because hunters are hunting me. I'll roll my Auspex. Oh, they're coming for me? Alright, obfuscate.
I might or might not have already rolled an Auspex rating for someone when you started discussing how, you know, when you put your crosshairs on the hospital and assume there was something there.
I mean, I kind
We're
of
not
figured.
planning on murdering anyone yet.
Yeah.
We're just trying to ID them first. Whether
That's
or not
fine.
you rolled Auspex is material.
That's their thing.
Yeah.
That is literally
Yeah,
their
yeah.
thing.
It's fine.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I'm going to keep being myself, but be cautious and not look too deep into this shit. Not any deep. Just,
Actually,
Just avoid the place where the crazy people go. Okay, you should be fine.
If it was that simple.
okay. Anything else you wish to discuss amongst yourselves before you go to your individual death traps?
Oh yeah, I actually disconnected. I just wanted to relay the information, just about the priest being cunts.
You what? You expected differently? No, I'm
I
just kidding.
mean, I suspect that my fathers need to be, religious, but no, they're selling. They're greed. They've already done sinful things. Cunts.
My character
unfortunately, not
totally
everyone is
doesn't,
as zealous in their
suddenly
faith
feel
as
the
you.
weight of his cigarette box.
Yeah.
They're not openly that way, but it's a vibe that, they're like, they have their welcome the stupid tourist faces on when they talk to you.
Yeah.
Welcome
Alright.
to real life.
So yeah, I think that means we're pretty much good.
Mm-hmm.
Just be very careful, okay, guys?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yep.
Really? This was still here? Cunts. Do I have to play Minesweeper with this map? Really?
I mean, we were already playing Minesweeper. We
No.
were just playing with nuclear.
I am GMing Minesweeper while you play Minesweeper. Look, Steel
I
stepped
suppose
on a
that's fair.
mine.
Uh,
So, how do you like your brain?
yeah.
Scrambled lightly or just turn it to max right away?
Max all the way.
By the
Yeah,
way,
if
this
we're
is part of
gonna
why I
get
said-
raped, we might as well get raped quickly and watch
Yeah.
our characters be strangled with their innards as the light fades from our eyes, as opposed to
sure, whatever.
watching everything we know and love be torn apart.
I mean,
Yeah.
do your thing. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to
Oh,
go
yeah.
to the tough end of it? Sure.
So,
just
when-
what
What was that?
This is why, by the way,
This
was
is the
exactly
Malkavian
what-
who's about to destroy us all.
Oh no,
This is exactly.
This is from Jackalor's campaign, if you will recall, Demi. You should at least remember him.
Yes, I remember Kirk. Hey, look, nice to see you.
I know I fucking remember him. I'm just being sarcastic.
So, by the way, this is part of why I was like, so what if he has Harbingers of Skulls? That's not what I fear.
Yeah.
This is
That's
what I
true.
would fear.
You know how I love my Malkavians.
You know I love them as well.
I mean, you love your Malkavian shaken, not stirred. because they're
No,
far that
I
way.
love my Malkavians diced, cut up, stirred, and then remade into a nice parfait. It's great.
Yeah.
Oh. Let's continue on with the
Yep.
train.
So,
Let's continue on the fucking end.
Yeah.
so
So before we actually end the thing, anybody actually want to like give out some plans, like what we might want to do and things?
There's not much to do besides try and find leads right now. We don't have anything
Yeah.
really concrete.
close
We
the
don't have a
exits of the
solid-
hospitals and burn it down.
We will not burn
No.
down the hospital.
No, we aren't on an alternate
yet.
morality path, and I think most of us have some kind of some level of conscience.
No,
Yeah,
that
I mean,
that goes.
I have
against
5 dots of
everything.
conviction. I will burn down the hospital if I view it as necessary.
Mm,
But that's not going to be my first reaction.
Yeah.
My reaction will be the direct opposite. You shall not pass, bitch.
You could try and get recruited still. If you don't get turned right away, it might be a good plan.
I'll be honest, I'm fearing that more than anything personally.
Yeah, I'm fearing the double agent at this point too, mainly because the existence of Dominate makes me fear the double agent. But
I mean,
I was
Yeah.
kind of hoping that there isn't a brouhaha that decided to focus on bouncers. That was the only situation I could think of where being a bouncer would be actually a bad thing.
You don't know
Yeah.
if there is. You just
That's
did.
why I took the risk.
Yeah. You just know that I haven't asked you to take up your suspicion yet, so you probably haven't attracted attention.
that's not one though.
Doesn't
Fucking
mean
hell.
there isn't someone running the clubs and watching you, just that you haven't,
Oh.
stood out.
I know. I
Okay.
chose this
So-
position for multiple reasons.
Yeah.
I'm just saying my most feared response to this.
No
Bouncers
brouhaha.
is something usually ignored by the vast majority of vampires. Because
Uh-huh.
Dominate one
Yeah.
or two.
Yeah.
Let me through.
Okay, so
Yeah, I'll bring up the two guys, managers. So these people are very suspicious.
Is it alright if I go get some food real quick?
okay, go for it.
People can do their stuff. I'll be
Yeah.
right back.
So you were sharing about some managers that seem to be skimming a bit.
Yeah. This is what I found. It's nothing great. You could probably blackmail. You could probably set these people on the right path.
Why don't you do that? I will do my own thing.
Wait, you want to blackmail people?
I did not say that. I did not say that. And you know that.
You don't have a sept to run to after you get declared a terrorist craft. Not this time.
You mean I ran when I was declared terrorist last time? I came back for vengeance.
Yeah, but you also had assistance in the form of several satchels of C4.
I can get that this time too, don't worry.
No, if you... Unless you're taking out an elder, that kind of crap will get you shot.
What if I get an elder? But I never knew
Also,
about
remember, you are a witch.
You need to prove that this was a justified loss of human life and, more importantly, a justified attraction of noise because it makes future operations harder for everyone in the USA.
Huh.
Don't fuck over the whole society, they will end you. For the glory of God, amen.
I mean, look, C4 suicide will end me anyways.
I mean, you are.
You are
know
not
what?
getting
You
C4, they're not gonna give you C4.
Yeah. Okay.
If
Don't
you're
worry
going
about
to,
it.
to use it, go Allahu Akbar. Because you are as good as dead at that point.
Deal, for fuck's sake. Okay, what are you saying in character and what are you doing? Are you moving back to your respective areas, continuing investigations, looking for leads then?
Yeah, but I'm doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, who shall we start with? Aru, what's your next area of investigation? You do have a set of locations in the city, like various parks, and like where you could start essentially trying to keep an eye on them on different nights, see if you catch any.
I mean, I think investigating the lead that I have is probably a good idea. As far as I'm aware, I don't have any suspicion on me because all I've done is gone to a library and looked at stuff. And given my cover, it wouldn't exactly be unusual for a newcomer to just look at to just try and catch up on local history. So yeah, I'll take a walk and look at some of the parks, see what's going on.
During day or during the night?
I'm back.
Come back.
Yeah, that's the big thing. I
Both.
think I'd scope them out during the night since I'm looking for activity rather than
Big place, big place.
Yeah, I know. I'll be bringing Demi with me and my sidearm that I should have enough stuff to be able to carry legally or have a permit.
We're just gonna be best pals, talking to each other while going down a park.
If you don't have an armory, you can essentially have a normal light pistol.
Yeah, that's fine by me.
Yeah, I'm gonna also bring my own pistol, cover it.
Okay. So, since you're going out as a group... Oh boy.
Well, not a group, more like
Was
a...
it Debbie playing
Aru,
a girl again?
roll a luck die for how likely you are to see something, and Demi, roll luck die to see how likely you are to stay stealthy.
Likely luck, did
Okay.
you say?
Just luck for both of you.
Just flat luck for both? Alright. Damn.
Hey. Fuck.
Okay.
Don't worry, you did good.
I need, given Aru's crappy roll, give me perception. Alertness at 8, the both of you.
Just perception alertness, nothing with clear sight or whatnot.
I'll tell you when that kicks in.
Okay.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
Okay.
This is where we get tailed by a fucking gangrel or by the fucking Malk who we accidentally tipped off or something.
Demi's the one that rolled for the whole them noticing you part. How stealthy you guys are
okay.
being, so should be good on that front.
That is
true.
good. I want you to roll me with stealth as a group thing. So one of you leads, one of you aids at difficulty 4, because Demi rolled well and you're not necessarily that close to whatever might be going on there.
Aru, what's your wit stealth?
5.
Same. So do you want to lead or do I?
I'll lead. I think I have more willpower to burn on it because I'm gonna burn a willpower point on this roll.
Okay.
Alrighty then. Go ahead, gentlemen.
Son of a bitch!
I'll be burning the willpower as well. Oh, 2 successes.
3 in total.
All right.
Okay.
We won because I spent the willpower on my base success. So I have a success, and then so there are 3 successes hiding versus what the 2 successes looking.
Yep. You don't notice anything weird, but your souls know that you lucked out there. So while they are playing bait with the local gangrel population...
By the way, which park did we go to?
This is though, essentially, each of these sequences is like 4 days to a week. So essentially you are covered all the ones that had weirdness in them, essentially, according to Aru's.
Okay.
That doesn't mean you can't go back to them and look again or try to narrow it to a specific park in some way.
Of course we will, right, Aru?
Okay, so
Yeah.
Epic, what do on the next week after this planning session?
First, he's going to mainly focus on gaining some willpower back.
Mm-hmm. So
Wants that at max before he does anything like going to mysterious fight clubs.
okay,
But then he would accept the invitation and probably go in. Besides that, just his usual bouncer stuff. See if anything's going.
Okay, let's see. What does fun? How low are you on willpower?
If I don't gain any back right now, I am currently at 5.
Out of 7, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna take a look at the fanatic because if you want to spend the week just chilling, that's fine. You gain a point of willpower whenever you accomplish some task that directly relates to your cause.
Mine is killing vampires.
Yeah. Almost, but not quite. If Steel had a little more information, you would have gotten a solid lead on target. I will give you a point for that.
Yeah, I don't think I've done anything on that. This is mostly just resting and stuff to get it back. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you would
I mean-
essentially be doing that
Yeah.
at the start of next week, generally speaking.
Mhm.
I think.
I mean, if I wasn't full on willpower, I probably would have asked for one due to my nature after figuring out that that it was Garu who were doing the attacks.
Epic, give me an unlikely luck to see if something comes across in the form of rumor or anything like that while you're just getting to know the guys.
Sure.
They really wanted you to roll a 2 there.
Okay, so nothing in particular. But given that you are essentially working a job now, you can add a second dot of resource.
Sweet.
Okay, and Heal, what are you doing? How are you gonna get yourself killed?
Well, I'm going to keep doing my job, and I'm not going to snoop deep and just keep an eye and an ear out, but otherwise just stay my normal.
Okay.
Thanks to the warning.
See, now you have a reason to stay low. We know that
Yeah.
there is crazy people with very, very scary powers that tend to
Okay.
go in the
That
cycle.
crazy unpredictable vampire, that a crazy unpredictable hidden vampire is somewhere in there.
Okay. Steel,
Possibly.
give me a pop of the likely luck. Okay. And a manipulation performance at a flat 6 to see if you manage to fuck up acting normal somehow.
I'm going to spend the willpower on this.
Okay.
Fucking shit.
Good move.
Thing to spend willpower on. The good news is this should be pretty generally easy. With how I know
5
Chris,
successes.
more than good.
Nobody's bloodbound you secretly yet.
With 5 successes on acting normal, yeah.
Your coffee does not taste funny yet.
Yeah.
Good job.
This instant coffee is really good. Oh my. Whoa. Really energizes you.
Oh god.
Give me a perception alertness at 8 as well, Steve.
How
That
paranoid
might have
am
been
I?
well enough.
This
Well,
is
I
to
can
see
decide.
who might be paying extra attention to you, potentially. Still.
Do I want to? That's high difficulty. I would like to spend another willpower.
Okay. Go right ahead.
5.
Okay,
Jesus Christ.
almost maximum
Alright.
successes.
You know,
It's 5. It's
you've been going up to check on certain patients a lot, and you know, the head nurse paying a lot of attention to you. Not a lot of doctors tend to be quite that attentive here. Every time you're here, it's like, you know, she finds a reason to be nearby.
I don't know whether or not that means Malkavian or Malkavian ghoul, or another clan's ghoul.
or both.
Roll.
Is this their theory?
It is pretty unlikely that the vampire themselves has a real position here,
Yeah,
because working a job is kind of almost impossible for most vampires.
depends on the job, but yeah, generally.
So this is just me being, my normal scaring self.
Yes.
You don't know, but she has definitely noticed.
Okay, so
Do you want to roll perception, medicine, and 9+1 to see if she has a mild derangement as a mild ghoul would?
Wow.
I mean, not yet. That's a bit hard. I like my luck
wait.
so far, but I don't want to push it. No, I would like to start
Do it.
recovering some willpower before doing.
Yeah, recover some willpower before trying to figure out if it's a Malk ghoul. That is.
There's a
smart decision.
reason that I'm doing the same.
Yeah.
We should take this slowly, guys.
Yes,
That is the
I
best
wonder-
game.
I
That is the
wonder
best
if
way.
the ghouls there happen to have aspects or something, because that would suck for Steel, wouldn't it? Then they
Yes.
could roll
Yes, it
for danger sense as well. That would actually be kind of completely fucked up.
I
Oh,
knew it.
Fuck.
What do you
I mean-
mean danger sense? I'm not doing anything.
Bitch, you are a spearhead pointed at their master's heart.
It doesn't matter if you're still in the early planning stage. That just means it's a really high difficulty.
Yeah.
And dice at high.
It's gonna be like one dice at difficulty 9, maybe.
It depends.
If-
If
Yeah,
it's the
depends,
nurse
yeah.
that's watching him and already suspicious of him, it could be as low as a 7.
Yeah, that's true.
Still unlikely, but you know.
hmm
Amal could just, in theory, have 5 ghouls,
Yeah.
each with aspects, as an early warning system cast around town. Sonar, bitch.
I mean, that would make the most sense for anyone that's security
Yeah.
conscious.
I mean, this is a Malkavian. I wouldn't rule it out. I also wouldn't say that's definitely what he has, but it's something.
I
he
know,
could
that's
have.
definitely the point.
Yeah. He could just have this hospital and be sitting on his laurels, building up influence with the rest of the neonates here.
Or he could be
everywhere.
slowly planting C4 under every enemy he might have.
Or he
Yeah.
Knows.
might be building a bomb under Steele's car while he's busy saving a patient's life.
That too.
Yeah. There are a lot of things he could be doing.
He could actually also just be reprogramming the car if he is particularly technically inclined to show smiley faces all over the dashboard.
Which turn into skulls with fangs like, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead.
Why? And then the gas never stops. Oh no!
Disabling
I have
airbags.
technology. I have technology. I cannot attempt.
No,
Can I-
not do you
You can't work fast. not
do
with
you
that sort of
want to
situation.
attempt to preemptively hack into your car's onboard computer still?
Not like computer, intelligence computer.
Yes, it would be intelligence computer because that's what it does.
Yeah, but if
Your
I
technology
do that,
is better for fixing the wheel.
but
and checking
if I
the-
do that, it would seem suspicious. Why would he have a hacked?
Hey. I'm not sure you know this, but hacking your own stuff usually isn't suspicious unless somebody is suspicious.
Okay, so while Steel decides how dead he is, Kraft, what do you want to do in the next week?
Uh,
You could, like, just take a gun and wave it in some manager's face.
no.
What do you mean, no?
Why not? Why not?
What do you mean, why not? I'm a normal human. Okay, he's scheming up another side. Yes, let's go and fucking fit him with a
All you
fucking
need-
gun.
all you
Shoot
need,
up the
Kraft,
Home
is a bottle
Depot.
of
You know it deserves it.
Fuck you! I'll have you know, I get much bad wood from Home Depot.
Bad wood, everyone.
Oh, God, die.
I'm looking so hard for the excuse for Steel to get fucked, but he hasn't given enough of an opening yet. It's
I'm
like,
not giving you one either, goddammit.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
waiting for exactly enough rope to hang them to tie the noose off, aren't you?
Why do you think I begged so hard to try and
Yeah,
at least
I
get that
know.
little thing with the Asylum?
Yep,
Ugh.
I know. He's waiting for exactly enough rope to hang one of us, and then he'll get the rest of us through that.
okay, so,
Yeah,
Kraft,
this is-
what do?
It'll actually be hard to hang the rest of us with most people, but Steel particularly would hang everyone.
Yeah.
So
So my results of the financial sector was pretty bad. Or
Pretty clean, let's put it that way.
too clean.
so wait, did you actually say you were suspicious about anything on that?
That's the problem. I didn't find anything on that. That's basically what
He
I was
just found like a
guys.
couple of managers that might be skimming and that's it.
I was talking about when he talked in character. I didn't remember him saying anything in particular, so I was
I
like,
did say that, but you left at that point.
Yeah,
So you will
he
go
did
through-
mention that there was some small irregularities in the finances, but this is the world of darkness. People steal.
so yeah, I would have basically just told him, oh well, that doesn't really sound like anything vampire related. Try searching something else then.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. What do I search next?
Possibly
you
go and help
with
see
your-
if you can't search up to the stuff with the hospital to see if there's anything weird about that, because we
Yeah.
have our suspicions now.
Do you want to investigate the hospital, Kraft?
Can I do it normally?
Generally, yes. In fact, you do it all the time, just usually not focused on it.
Yes, how would you like to go about investigating the hospital?
The normal way. Checking,
Do you
vitals.
want to check the hospital records? Is there any specific you're wanting to look at? Are you trying to speak to a specific set of people?
The records, I guess, would be a good place to start.
Okay, the records for what?
People.
You won't be able.
Right.
You could get employment records potentially, but you won't be able to get like medical records.
Yeah, the
Those are
patient records are
confidential.
not public, so
Those are
Yeah,
confidentials, bro.
I mean, if you
That's
pick up the
Steve's job.
employment records, and then Steele comes back saying these guys seem really suspicious, then we actually have more of a lead.
well, yes.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have common sense and we're not supposed to help
Yeah.
him like that.
Yes, Saruman.
Mhm.
I mean, that was basically my idea. Like, I was thinking either I take that or I start talking to people. But when I start talking to people, that could go terribly, terribly wrong.
I talk
Mhm.
to people when.
So
just-
that's why I was thinking just take
Kraft,
the
if
info.
you want to go and ask for the records,
Employment records.
Okay. First of all, let's see. Roll me a luck die, just straight luck.
Hey,
Okay. All right. You'd be able to get the employment records without arousing much suspicion, which is good. And well, I assume you're going over them after that. So let's see. What would be probably just straight up perception investigation.
just straight up perception investigation. Difficulty.
Gonna call it a 7.
Hey,
Okay. You go through the records very, very carefully, and you don't find a name that's particularly suspicious, but you're pretty sure that at least 1 or 2 names have been left off these records. Some of the numbers, it's slight, but they don't add up. Like insurance payments or some of the taxes, that kind of thing. It's hard to tell, but someone's doctored these.
some
Huh.
people are missing from these papers, or more that they're employed people that I wasn't told about, kind of thing.
Well, there are employed people who are off the record, or there are fake people on the record.
Or they might have 2 sets of records and they just don't send the official stuff to the city hall, potentially, and just, you know, keep it out of the hands of people that just show up and ask for it, you know?
Mhm.
Because that's suspicious as fuck.
Remember, it's America.
Totally illegal, but yeah.
And on that, since we're about to have another strategy meeting, I believe lit video here.